Hi, this is starisfilth. I just wanted to make this intro a little bit different because this VOD review has a bit of a backstory to it. Originally this player was at around Diamond, like mid-Diamond, and I ended up coaching them like sometime last year. They climbed to GM eventually, and I've actually had one of their videos uploaded from when they were GM on this channel already, so you can go back and check that out if you want. Now the thing is that he hit a peak of like I think like 4.4k, and then recently he ended up dropping quite a bit, like down to 3700, and he couldn't climb back up. So this session was when he was around 3700 and trying to get back up to like GM. And yeah, so that's pretty much that. This is like pretty much a part 2. I'd also like to add that since recording this audio, he's at about like 4.2 now, I think. I think he's like 4.17 or some weird ass number like that. But he's climbed up since then, so this session helped him quite a bit. And I hope this session, from watching it, I hope you guys can learn a thing or two from this session as well.
There's one specific part on defense that I want to ask you about. That's not like it's like a.
Do you want to go into that first, or do you want to just go start from here?
We'll get to it. I'll tell you about it.
Okay. So what's your team's goal here?
We knew they were running ball comps the entire time. We wanted to surround them and create angles.
Okay. So how are you gonna do that?
Me and Sig were gonna look to draw them in so we could counter rotate. Our ball was gonna look to displace behind he's gonna look to get all the stuns and stuff. That sounds weird. And then he and Tracer are just gonna poke from behind and try to force into a kill box.
Okay. Now, who is your Harmony Orb on right now?
Nobody.
So the thing is, right? You need to be supporting your buddies on these angles. Like they're not there yet, obviously, but you should be supporting them. It's like you sometimes as Zenyatta, particularly in scrims, it's important for you, even if it means that you go out of like a little bit of like an unnatural position. Sometimes it's much more beneficial for you. Like right now, after this right click, I would be looking to like call out to your Tracer that you're going to give her a harmony, or your ball that you're going to give them the harmony, because you have to have like what you're trying to do is that you're trying to make it so that you have like the best possible advantage that you possibly can.
Yeah.
Right? And right now it's like you're not really doing that, right? You're discording somebody that's on you. That's fine, but then it's like where the duels are gonna actually take place, like here, there needs to be like or wherever it is that there's a duel, you need to have your say in it, right? Because the idea with Zen is that you're looking to not just get picks, but you're trying to secure angles.
Yeah, you're trying to fight for zones.
Yeah, you're trying to fight for zones, and it's like I feel like you're not like just as a habit, not so much in the execution of like your team, because your team might be doing this a little bit weird, but it's like ultimately the habit of what you're doing just doesn't really make sense. I think. Well, okay, where did they start? They started on the low ground, right? Yeah, I think somebody needs to be a bit more like you need to be a bit more not quicker with your rotation, but like the people up here need to get more attention in some way. But like I feel like your orb could help you with that. That's just very poor timing at the rotation. That's
yeah,
like,
but we were working on like getting aggro with Sig and pushing advantages.
Yeah.
Which you'll see later on defense. And then I
Damn.
talked
Alright, that's
about
good.
with our coach about this while he was in the scrim that I just separated from my sig towards the middle of the fight.
Where is that? Right here?
No, it should be when he drops and I look to make them turn. Because the Lucio goes to. Oh, no. No. Yeah. Okay, I remember this fight. The Lucio looks to boop us with Mei, and then me and Sig just act as unit. So, should I place Discord on Ryan here, or look to backline pick?
So it's just weird because the idea is that right now you don't have a Harmony Orb again, but where's your Tracer's down here? Ball's back here. Why the fuck is Ball here? Yeah, so it's like it doesn't really matter who it is that you put the Discord on. What matters is who it is that's going to be like pressured from that Discord, right? You can put the
Mm-hmm.
Discord on this Lucio, that's fine. If you think you two can kill him, that's good. Or like not even kill him, just get him out of your face, that's fine. If you think your Tracer is gonna come around here and like poke, you need to put a Discord on whoever it is that she's poking, so then she knows that she could take that duel. Because it's like the idea is that you need to think of like your you need to think of your Discord as like an outstretched hand, right? Or it's like you're
Yeah.
pushing something away, and then your Harmony is the other hand, right? So it's like if
Okay.
you really want to make sure that this person doesn't get through that angle, you have to supplement it with both of those things. So it's like here, you're who do you have it on? You have it on the right. You said right. Well, no, you don't. Uh,
I had it on Lucio.
yeah. Okay. Good, but good. This is honestly fine. Having a Discord like this is fine. It,
Yeah, and
as
this is
long
what
as
I
you know that
separated.
like your teammates aren't trying to like fight something in here, that's fine. But it's like if you have an angle and you can just fire, just go for the Discord. It's fine. Like the thing is that the key thing is that it has to be on somebody who you know that your flankers are going to be like trying to fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to make sure to give them an outright advantage like in every single duel possible. Even if that means taking like an off angle to make sure that you're within line of sight. Like if it means that you have to like go up here or like fucking like over here or whatever, that that's worth it, right? Because
Yeah.
ultimately you're going to be helping them take that space. From there, that'll relieve a lot of pressure on you. Because it's like you like if they had like a Winston or something, you need to discord that Winston before he even gets in, so that people can pressure him from angles, so that you don't get dove, right?
Okay.
So it's like the idea is that here it's just like it's fine. Like this is fine because at this point the fight's over, and like the Lucio kind of fed. But yeah, I mean, really, there's nothing really better that you can do here.
Yeah, this is where
Keep
I
in mind,
separated.
yeah, right. So you see, exactly, you're just making that duel better. You're making that duel easier for yourself. I would say honestly, they lost their Rhine. You can just drop down
Yeah,
potentially.
that's what I think I do here because I get yelled at.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. No, it's because the thing is that aiming downwards with projectiles is just aids, and it's much more efficient for you to literally just be sitting that back here and spamming, and like getting a potential pick.
Hmm.
Right? There's just so many more opportunities for you here. If anything, I would say here, right? Because then it lets you like look like you at least have high ground. But it's like the thing is that you at least have an angle. Is what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like here you don't have an angle. You need to like make sure that you have that long sight line to see who it is that is being fought. Because now it's like you're gonna see that it's kind of a weird position where you're like out in the open, or and like you weren't able to prevent them from walking in. When in reality you could have just been spamming at them the whole time and they never would have walked in.
Hmm.
Right? Like literally, like this whole time you weren't able like so. Watch it like this. Who's your Discord
Yeah.
on?
Nobody, because I can't see.
Exactly, right? So you need to see them. And you know that there's an engagement going on here. You need to ensure that your abilities are like you need to ensure that and that Zarya just used personal too.
Yeah.
You might have seen it. You might have if you were up here, but it's like you're just not there. Like right now, you don't exist. You're just firing into open space. You need to like fire into the space that they actually like are in,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's like here, now they're gonna push in, and now you're gonna rotate, and now you're rushing to get a Discord off, right? And like now it's kind of unclear who it is that you should Discord. Why? Because literally everybody's pushing in. So of course it's gonna be hard. Whereas it makes much more sense to like just change your angle and find the person that your teammates are focusing and Discord them like that, right? Like you
Yeah.
need to Discord them before this even becomes a thing. Uh, they don't they don't take it, but obviously like this is just time. This is just time on the clock that shouldn't be wasted.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. And like our kill box is kind of wonky there, and I think it would have been better if I just, yeah, did the angle that you were talking about.
Because it's like I think the thing is that you're focusing too much on the kill box when it's over, and it's just like you just need to like prevent them from walking in there. Because it's like if let's say somebody came up on the high ground and went around here, then what? You're here. You can just fight them. That's it, right? It's relatively easy. But like here, you're putting such like extreme angles on yourself, where it's like it's not even like you're gonna like optimize landing shots. Like it's hard for you to land shots like this. But then not only that, it's like you're not actually focusing on what your team is focusing. So it's like you're effectively down a man. You're like firing as if like your shots have permanence through here, and it's like anybody who walks through is just gonna get hit no matter what. When in reality, it's like they're just gonna wait for you to stop shooting, or like they'll just walk through and you'll miss them, right? So it's like
Yeah.
you just need to make sure that you have the permanence of positioning, right? So then you
Mm-hmm.
can exist in this area permanently. But yeah. And this is like pretty much exactly how it is in rank too. Like you don't need to find these weird angles where you can't take shots. Just find the easiest shots that you can take and just fire at them. And then use your Discord and your like right now, this is more of a team thing I would say. You need to find a way to get your tracer and your ball of the orb. So then when they
Mm-hmm.
claim this high ground, they can actually do it for a while. Right? So like I'm
Yeah.
assuming like they're gonna walk around this corner and then your team is gonna push out. Let me see. That's what it looks like. Yeah, there we go. Exactly. Right. So like right now there needs to be. I would say you could put an orb on this ball. Right.
Okay.
Anything. And then if anything, I would say maybe a Discord on whoever it is that's on the front line. But ideally, you need to be the person that's actually like enabling each and every duel that's going on. Anybody that's gonna be fighting for angles, you need to be like you need to be with their in mind. Like not so much physically, you don't need to be up on the high ground with them, but you need to be existing with them with your harmony in your Discord. Alright, so now I just have trance. They're gonna push up. Let's say back up, get mine cart. Yeah. Ugh, well, this is just weird because I feel like somebody's gonna get isolated here. Yeah, I don't know why you did that. I don't know why you guys didn't just like back up this way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That fight was wonky.
Poor you. You're running a Mercy. Yeah, I mean, I think you guys could have backed up and Valked and then just like played back here, and then you just play at range because they don't want to play
Mm-hmm.
at range. Like they don't want to be poked. That's the whole thing. And then you can also think of it as like right now, like there's no angle for you that exists. Right? They're playing on the cart just like they want to. Oh, poor Kree. Um, but it's like, yeah, that's it. They pretty much claim the ground. It's over. Like you're not gonna win this. You have to like be a bit more uh,
Should I have trans to
conscious of
save
that
my sig?
when. Uh,
At the start of the fight when he gets frozen or flashed, I don't see.
uh, let's see. I don't know. I think you could save it. I think saving is fine. It's just that I think you guys shouldn't have been in this situation to begin with.
Hmm. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. There's really nothing you can do here. Yeah, that's shit. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you guys just need to poke, right? Let your ball and their tracer do the whole thing. They should be the ones that are here, where you guys should be over here, and then you should be having harmony orbs on them so they can sustain these angles longer, while you're down here
Hmm.
discording whoever's in front of you, right? So then whenever it is that they make a turn, whenever it is that they like turn this way to like try to block that angle, there's a discord on them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this is just like weird. It shouldn't really end up like this. Okay. Why is your tracer pushing into main? That makes zero sense. Your tracer should not be pushing into main like that. No, you can't harmony her. She has to be dead here. No, okay, that's really weird. Okay, so this I don't mind this, right? But it's like your tracer and your ball shouldn't really worry about cart too much. I would say. I mean, I think the ball could, but the tracer should probably be on an angle more, right? I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know.
I think our crew should be with us. That's the only thing I think. With
Yeah,
core and top
most
left.
likely. It's just they want to contest the point like this, but do you notice how there's no like actual like
Yeah, like turning and pinching going on.
yeah, it's kind of just like okay, that worked. All right, so yeah, you're just corralling them into this one location. I think potentially somebody could be like poking here, maybe. I'm not sure, but I think ugh, I guess if it works, it's fine. But I don't mind what you did here, going up on the high ground with your team. That's really good. That's just gonna help you like in the long run. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You're more than okay to do that. Just keep in mind the advantages and disadvantages of high ground, especially in ranked, because it's like sometimes you just don't need the high ground. It's just like it
Hmm.
makes it harder to hit shots when you can just like free fire, especially when they don't have a shield. A lot of the times you don't really need to take high ground because it's like the shots are just gonna present themselves to you. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you don't need to be this close.
Hmm.
I don't think you do. I mean, uh, yeah, I don't like that. As long as that McCree's alive, I don't think you need to be that close. I think you just sit there and like work down their shield, or you literally just fire at somebody else, right? It's like the May
Hmm.
or something. Uh, yeah, there's no reason for you to die here. What'd you do? Again, this is like kind of a weird team thing where I think you need to do something to give your Hammond that orb.
Okay.
That's why I say, why not be here and just like give it to him, and then you can move over here.
Hmm. I see. Yeah. I just like would rather be like Sig up there with me so I don't get forced out by
No, no, no,
McCree.
you're right. But I mean like earlier, like when you're here,
Oh yeah, for sure.
when you're coming up here, and you see that your tracer and ball is right there. Say peek and I'll give you harmony, and you give them harmony. That's it.
Yeah.
Just so then they have it. But and then at that point, it just becomes like kind of you like just being able to hold that for longer. If anything, like I don't know. I just feel like you might have not really needed to drop. Maybe you could. No, because you're gonna get poked out pretty quickly. especially with the May. Yeah, I mean, I think the drop is fine, but I just feel like you
It's like
could be
getting more.
enabling
It's
them
like
to do a little bit
looking to
more.
get value like constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right there, this ball should have this ball should have orb. He shouldn't be getting out.
Yeah.
He should still be firing. But you trance, so I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, if you have trance, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. I'd say literally just sit here and just fire. Don't bother doing any of this weird shit where you're getting up close. If they have the Mei and you know they have the McCree, there's no reason for you to be up this far. You're like main tanking way too
I
much.
just don't want him to like stabilize because I
But
feel like they could stabilize with Ana pretty quickly, especially with my Sigilo. I don't know. I think that's like more of a decision making thing, and like who knows how it would have played out.
well, the thing is that you're not gonna let them stabilize if this Reinhardt's out in the open, right? Because he is out in the open right now,
Hmm.
and it's like
Oh yeah, I could just
he's
put the
not gonna
shield up there. I
stabilize
see.
no matter how much healing he gets if his shield is gone,
I see.
right? So if you guys just keep on kiting, but you dominate this space like with your shots, they're never gonna push back at you. Especially if like the shield breaks and then you start moving this way, that makes more sense. But you haven't
Hmm.
necessarily like you're just kind of walking in and you're just kind of assuming that you can do this, but there's like so many things that are just like not done, and you shouldn't really be dying here, to be honest. I mean, you got a bit lucky, but you shouldn't be dying. Right now, you should be up supporting people getting ult charge. That's what you should be doing, but that's not that's not happening. Like right now, these are opportunities for orbs to be going out right now because that tracer could be taking a more aggressive angle, right?
Yeah.
But now she doesn't have orbs, so she can't do that. Who has orb?
Sick.
Right.
Yeah.
Again,
Be
the
on
whole
the
time, who
heaven.
has orb?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this whole time that nobody is like able to actually like take aggression. I haven't even looked at who your discords are on. But it's like your discords will come as you see that your teammates are winning more duels. Right? The discord targets will just like appear. But it's like here it's like you haven't really like I don't see why maybe you can go like here, find a discord and then orb. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That would just make their jobs like 10 times harder. Because at that point you're just standing like around this area. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
You're standing like around this area, you're able to fire. And then your teammates are actually able to take high ground and like you can call again, you call out that discord and your teammates should follow up on that. It doesn't even have to be a kill, it just needs to expend resources and waste their fucking time. That's it. Cuz it's like this is just taking like yeah, like you're letting them get way too much ground. Do you even have a discord on the Zarya? Okay. Right, but you see how it's like at this point your team has already been dislodged, kinda, right? They've been poked
Yeah.
out, and now they can't really follow up on whoever it is that's being discorded, right? Ideally, you have it on a squishy or something, but not even a squishy, but just like somebody that's a bit more killable. Good. Discord. Who are you discording? The Rhine. Yeah. No, this makes sense. So the idea is that you're just discording whoever it is that wants to push you. This is the arm extended, but I think you need to keep backing up now. Right, you're face tanking a little bit too much. I would say back up to like probably around here. You win, but you're dead again. That's where I'm saying that it's like I think you're winning because your team is just like better. They have the right ideas, but you're dying because you're not enabling them to do those ideas better.
Hmm. Yeah.
Right, because like they end up taking just enough ground to kill you, but it's never enough ground to actually like win the fight. Or it's like it's always just a bit too late. And that's where it's like I think you can just like steamroll these guys if you just have like your discords on the right people or like your harmonies on the right people to enable them. to enable the duels. Yeah, Tracer does. It's unfortunate. All right. Any questions so far?
No. I see what you're saying.
I think you could still be looking for right clicks. The thing is that you only really need to be looking for like these right click picks when there's really nothing else to do, and right now there really isn't anything to do, and you know that it's like they don't have anything that's gonna like snipe you, other than maybe a May. But it's like if you're charging up right clicks like outside of an angle or like
Yeah.
in cover, and then you just peek, you're probably not gonna get right clicked, or you're probably not gonna get shot. And like again, that could build you chance by now.
Mm-hmm.
Get your orbs on your McCree. You need to be orbing whoever it is that, like, right now, Tracer. Okay, this is prime example. What's going on with the Tracer right now?
Taking damage, she's getting forced out.
How do
She's
you
trying to
help
duel.
force out this Hammond?
Or my tracer Discord.
Exactly.
And
Literally just orb. Like, you don't have an angle on the Hammond, that's fine, but you need to force this advantage of the angle that you've taken. And you're not doing that.
yeah.
You orb the Sigma, but I mean, okay, the intent's right. There you go. Now you get the Sigma, or now you get the Tracer. That's fine. This is fine. But you see how she like hesitated and backed off because she didn't have that orb.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
crucial because now that's another blink that she can't use, and that's something that you don't really need to be dealing with. Who'd you put the Discord on? Sigma. Okay, that's fine because he's far up. That's fine. But again, it's just like it needs to be like quicker, right? And again, this applies the exact same way in ranked. Oh god. How are you not dead here? Holy shit. Nice. Orb Tracer, please. Yeah, Harmony's on Sigma the whole time when it's the Ana that's just gonna be like pocketing him. There's no real reason to be. You need to enable your flankers who are gonna be taking ground.
Alright. Yeah. I see that.
Okay.
That's now a major issue.
So you.
There's a lot of downtime you could always skip.
Oh shit. So why is it what questions did you say you had for the defense? Was it here or?
It's like around, I don't know what it's called. Well, you'll get to it. You can just go through. I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
It's when we're on high ground and we try to counter rotate, but I just want to know where to counter rotate to.
Again, there needs to be somebody
Yeah.
harm you like around this area so they can pinch him. If you know that they're gonna brawl, that's what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like prime time, right now.
Yeah.
Worry less about the right clicks. Like your right clicks are gonna win fights, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like potentially. But the thing is that you can't be as aggressive as somebody like a Tracer or a Hammond who has like unlimited mobility. So you need to enable them to do the duels for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's like right now you're just kind of you're charging right clicks into space that doesn't exist, and now look at your Hammond. Look at what
No
health he's
hammer.
at. Half health. Yeah, he's half health, right?
Yeah.
And you harmony orb the. Yeah,
Yeah, she was just
dash,
gonna
right?
get heals immediately.
Right, and not to mention that she's just further away, and she's gonna be playing more passively, like in general. Right, the Hammond and the Tracer. I don't care which one you harmony orb. They're going to be more aggressive, and you need to enable that with the fact that you have your harmony orbs there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then now at this point, they've gone through here, but it's like there's never been any aggression to like actually like keep on pushing here and make this take longer. That's the whole thing. You need to be wasting their time, and you're enabling your team to waste their time by having harmony orbs on the right people, and discords at the right times. But honestly, this is fine. I think what you're doing is fine here.
So I think this is where we're like, oh, they have no resources, just drop and kill.
Yeah, and that's
And
fine.
then
This
I
is
end up
perfectly
dying
fine.
because I push. Or somebody ends up dying. It's probably me.
Hammond dies. That's fine. I don't really think you guys need to walk in here.
No, what our coach talked about was like that our Tracer and Ball just need to pinch so they don't like they don't have an escape, they don't have an answer. So like just back
Yeah,
up.
this is. I'm saying I don't really think you guys need to walk in here like from the front.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Because
You
we
need
already
to
have two
like
picks.
an angle to do that, right? And right now there's no angle being contested.
I die.
Ah.
Shibal.
And you see how that instantly your Hammond is able to like go right in just because of that Harmony Orb? Right now, Harmony Orb,
Yeah.
Tracer needs to be like you need to be like on top of it. Just like get on. Stop worrying about the shot so much. These people are going to be doing more than you and you know it. Just like not because of like whether or not they're better than you, but it's literally just because their characters enable themselves to do more. You need to enable them to do more than what they can do.
Yeah.
Right? So you need the Harmony Orb this Tracer. Look, she's hesitating now. These are kills that could be gotten, right? But Tracer's not in. Right? That's the issue. Yeah, at this point you end up losing and feeding, which is unfortunate, but it shouldn't take this long. It needs to be quicker. You need to focus on getting those Harmony Orb. You need to find the key people on your team who are going to be doing, who are going to be aggressive, a lot more aggressive than you are, and you need to enable them with your orbs. And again, this is just going to be repeating the same shit over and over, I feel like, but
Yeah.
that's just literally it. It's the same thing in ranked again. It's like you just need to be on top of it, because like there's a point where it's like you need to be greedy, yes, to like get off angles and get shots off and like pop off, but it's like alternatively you need to make sure that you're enabling your teammates so then you don't get pressured, right? And that's a really important thing. And the less you feel like you're getting pressured, the more that you'll feel like you're no, what the fuck is this?
Well,
Weird. How did this happen? Harmony! Stop worrying about the right click. You know they're backing off. Just Harmony. There we go. There we go. You see how the Tracer goes, how far she goes in now?
yeah.
Right? Okay.
So it's like even if the players
deep.
don't recognize that, they recognize themselves. Like their mind's like, oh.
Well, yeah,
You see
because
what I'm
it's like
saying?
when
Yeah.
you're taking less damage, or you feel like you're taking less damage, you're just not gonna, you're gonna go in less. Or you're gonna go in more. This is fine, but I think I don't know. I think what you could be doing here maybe, instead of playing this far up, I think you could possibly be here and like firing like this. So then in case there was somebody here backing off, let's see. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. For sure.
Where's the Harmony? Right, instead it's on the Sigma, who is being pocketed by the Ana. Right, or who will be pocketed by the Ana. Tracer should have a Harmony Orb right now. You see this?
Yeah. Mini duel. I don't see.
You're making this fair for them. You need to make it unfair. And it's just going to be the same thing over and over again until you do. Like you need like that's what I'm saying. Maybe normally you feel like this would be a good position for you for some reason, but it's like you need to like physically go out of your way to stop thinking that you need to start thinking that my job is to support these off angles,
Okay.
right? Just angles in general, right? And once you do that, you're naturally going to think, okay, right now, what off angle can I support here?
Yeah. Okay.
So you're not going to be here, right? Then you're going to go, oh, now I can support off angles because if somebody backs off, I can heal here, right? I'm at least supporting one off angle. That's the key thing. You obviously can't do both really, but it's like you can help with one, right? And right now you're helping with neither, or like you're not doing enough to like help yourself, you help your team with either one.
Mm-hmm.
Harmony overing the Ash, that's fine. Doesn't matter. She's the furthest forward person right now, and you guys are just poking. This is fine. Tracer Harmony Orb, that's great.
I think I get too into the mindset of orb criticals
Go
instead
go
of
go and well, okay, yeah. There we go. Harmony Orbing the ball. That's much better. Good good good. Did they cap? That's huge. Good job. We're
because
saying,
I think I do get too into the mindset of orb to people that are actually like taking damage instead of orb to keep an angle.
yeah, because I mean
This was
that's
the
what that's what you were telling me about ranked. Like you're losing games because you're losing angles, right?
yeah.
So this is it.
So this part it was like how does my team kind of rotate? Because I was like had the question because we just backed off and gave up a ton of space.
I don't know. I don't know why you guys made it so easy for them to just walk through. I mean,
Because we were talking about how to set up a kill box,
yeah. I mean,
and it ended up just like, oh, they're already here. Oh crap.
I think that's just being off the ball. I think your Sigma maybe should be like here, poking.
Hmm.
If not, maybe you could be down here. But I understand why you wouldn't want to do that because like if they can just swamp. But at the same time, you kind of want some form of bait so that the off angle opens up. But it's
Yeah.
like I think your Sigma could probably do that from here. I think if you're just like firing from here or something, you can have a good job from there. I would say maybe your Ash could be right here firing,
Hmm.
right? And then your Ana just sticks right here, something like
Our
that.
support comps are kind of wonky this room because we ended up going BAP over Mercy or Bring on a lot of instances. This was the part like how do we kind of rotate this? Because we just ended up backing up. Do we just go left? Because we ended up just giving them a ton of space and they're already here and then they cap.
I
And it's
think
like oh shit all. Definitely need to harmony one of those.
yeah, I think this was right. It's just that I think maybe you guys have to be a little bit more like again harmony.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you lost this, right? This is fine because ultimately the Hammond is going to contest point and the Tracer is going to be looking for angles and the Hammond's going to be there and that's how you're going to keep people in weird positions, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
like that's how you're going to force people into the pinch. But when you don't help your Tracer here, she can't do anything. She can't go
Yeah.
aggressive as she wants to because they know that they have to deal with her. She should not be dead right now.
Okay.
Right. Again, your harmony orbs are on. Look, right. Your harmony orbs are on the angle that the enemy team is already facing, and with a brawl, they're naturally going to win just simply because they can just rush into you, and there's just
Yeah.
not going to be enough resources um, for you to handle that. So what you need to do is that you need to make you need to make it so that when the off angle players like the Hammond or the Tracer or if you had like an Echo or something, right? If they are taking an angle, you need to make sure that their angle is more rigid, right?
Yeah.
They can sustain that for longer and apply more pressure over a duration of time. Because like right now, you're not you didn't do anything. You were just like keeping up the sigma, and it's just not gonna. This would make sense if you were playing a brawl comp too, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like if you're
Yeah.
playing a brawl comp and you just wanted to like sustain the point for as long as possible, this would make sense. Because he's gonna be the guy that's on the point. That makes sense. But you're not. You're trying to get. You're trying to make use of the angles, and you're simply not doing that. How the fuck did you end up over here?
Question.
What'd
That's
you
actually a really good question.
What'd you do? Do you go up and take the high ground? I'm guessing. Yeah, right. So your tracer shouldn't be dead. Oh god, just stay back. Stop this. Well, ultimately you lost a while ago, but just play safe. Just fire what you need to. Like
Mhm.
ultimately, there's nothing that's gonna be like worth you dying right now. But like ultimately, you should have just kept that tracer alive. That's just the way that this should have gone. Your tracer was close to pulse too. Imagine if she just had a harmony orb and just had pulse here. That would have been a fight win. Even if she got like one kill, or just like even just like pulse the tank. That would have done so much. Would relieve so much pressure. Yeah. You're giving up. You're not reinforcing your off angles enough from what it looks like. That's your issue.
See, I wouldn't have noticed that unless I got a VOD.
True.
My brain goes, me right click, me left click.
I mean, you got that down, but it's like there has to be a point where you're just kind of like not. Oh god.
Oh, she ball.
Because this is just kind of like a fundamental misunderstanding of the team comp at this point. It's like it's just you need to be supporting that off angle as much as possible. The Ana's going to be doing more in supporting the again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, right, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
There needs to be something, and that's why I say sometimes it's a bit better for you to just go into a position that's not exactly natural to you. Like, because this seems natural for you, where it's like you can just like fire right clicks from here, take this ground, fire right clicks here. Why not be here? Because you see how you
Good
can like
point.
support the off angles more, right? Or like not
Yeah.
even so much that. Like, I guess we should watch this in the build up. I shouldn't just jump and say you should go there. I want to see where your Hammond goes. Right, again, look,
Yeah.
orb opportunities. You see that?
How long is orb LOS? 2 seconds? Or is it 3?
Let's
Ah,
take a look.
the big questions.
Yeah. I think it's 3.
Several seconds, so 2?
Loses line of sight for 3 seconds. Wait, what?
3 seconds.
3 seconds, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That will help.
Yeah, alright, so you have 3 seconds where it's like there's opportunity. Because what you have to consider, right, is again, it's not like they just disappear out of your line of sight, they can reappear. Right? So it's like the whole
Yeah.
thing is that you need to be setting yourself up so that you can continually be within that line of sight.
So would it be better for like BAP to sustain our SIG instead of me, and just me
Oh,
go to a
100%.
wide
Yeah.
angle? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Like you're what else would your how does your BAP reliably heal up a tracer or a Hammond?
Okay.
He
Yeah.
doesn't. Like you do that because you literally can't miss with your healing. Like that's your job. That's where
What?
literally you just sitting back here and just like holding left click and not moving would be more valuable than you being up here. Because it's like
What's
at
your?
least you're enabling the people up here who want to do something, right? Because look, he reappeared.
Yeah.
Look, right?
Okay. Yeah.
This is all just look. This should be moved in on. Bob, Hammond, Slam. No death should occur right now, right? Like obviously you guys win because you're just gonna like take angles and spam ults or whatever. Or I don't know what you're doing, but you end up you end up winning it. But it's like this is like the tracer needs to be in here, right?
Yeah.
The Hammond should be like healed up something. Like there's just no way for this to be sustainable if you're gonna keep doing this. If anything, you could even heal up the Ash, right, to keep getting
Mhm.
shots off. Anything, but your value isn't here. It should be the BAP
Okay.
that's here, right? The BAP is gonna be the one that's gonna be like firing off here, keeping the sig up, maintaining this angle, and then good job that you're discording here. But it's like I think you could be doing a little bit more. But yeah.
What's
Yeah,
your opinion on BAP over Mercy Brig?
Mercy or Brig or Mercy.
Mercy or Brig?
I mean, it just depends on what you want to run. Like, if you think
Mm.
that they're running a brawl comp and they're going to run into your Sigma, it's not exactly bad to have an immortality. Again, what the
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah.
man?
Okay.
Like, he was right there. She was looking at you, right? This is 1, 2, 3. Back in line of sight. 1, 2, 3. Look!
Yeah.
They needed to be here. Like, they're ready. The Harmony Orb should be on them. Harmony Orb. Where is it? Where is it? No Harmony Orb. Cool. Yeah. No Discord either. You better not lose this. Okay, cool. Oh no. You see, the immortality is going to be helping her, but I think literally you just standing like here and just firing would be nice too. If anything, once you see that you get a pick and you've taken this ground, you have to take the ground first. All right. Once you've taken that
Mhm.
ground, then maybe you can consider like helping your team through here. But it's like you're doing nothing to enable your teammates to actually take ground up here and like hold it, and or like when they engage on something, like there's just nothing from you. You're contributing nothing in regards to that. Du- du- du. Good.
Would it be a bad idea for
No
Ball to?
way. No way. What the fuck, man? Come on.
4.4 players, by the
What
way.
is that shit? Okay, so this is fine then. Just break shield, do something.
So would it be a bad idea if Ball's looking to slam mine? Is it a bad idea to, when he goes in for slam, just orb him? Like while he's going in for slam?
Uh,
Or like try
I
to get
mean,
it on before him? Right before that.
no, I mean that's fine.
Okay.
But it's just like it's the decision between like, do you want to enable your Hammond, or is the Tracer who's gonna like, is the
In most
Tracer gonna be
situations,
there
is it
too? Who do
Tracer
you
that
think?
pops off?
Yeah, so who do you think is gonna be the person that's gonna be like in that moment? Who do you think is the person that's gonna be the one that will need more help? Less
Okay.
likely the Hammond because he has the barrier, he has armor, he has 600 health. The Tracer will probably do more. The Tracer will
Okay.
probably need more, right? So that would be a good opportunity for you to harmony her. But it's like here, like yeah, that's not a bad idea to just harmony him. Like it like when he slams in, if you see
No.
like if you think he's gonna take pressure, harmony him. Whoever it is that you feel like needs it and is outputting aggression, you need to be there to help him. It's just the Tracer is just way more squishier, so the Harmony orb like benefits them
I think I just
quite a bit.
got caught up in like damage
Yeah.
instead of supporting angles. Because I know that I'm like supposed
This is
to.
kind of the same thing that happened with the first session that we had when you were just you weren't really using your harmonies. There was
Mhm.
too much downtime with your primary, but you weren't really putting out orbs either. Right, so this is fine. And then look, you see how they can't push in just from the fact that you harmony orbed your tracer, and then like you're just taking an angle. This is fine, but like your angle is able to support that tracer.
Yeah.
See that? I don't know how this hits you.
That's how I
And then you
swing
pretty much
that
win it.
too. Oh.
Yeah, this is completely fine. And then now you need to do something to enable the angle. So
Hmm.
right now, what should you
Orb
be doing?
tracer.
There you go.
Ooh.
You have like so many opportunities. You see? And then now when it's not on, it's too late. Now she used recall, now she can't get aggressive, now she's probably gonna die. And your harmony's on the Sigma. And he's just completely given up high ground control. That's it.
Hmm.
Sure, you have trance. Maybe you can win it with trance, but that shit doesn't matter if your team just can't maintain ground. And your team is just luckily just popping off, so you're fine. But it's like there's so much here that you could be like contributing to a bit more, I think. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. All right. Ugh. Any
Thank you
questions?
again. No, covered it.